Hi everybody. So since Halloween is rapidly approaching, I thought I would do a video based on some popular Halloween names from television and movies, books and poets, mythology, biblical, and regular names that didn't make a list that have references to Halloween or are associated with it in some way. So the first category we'll start off with is television and movies. And the name that I have first on the list is Sabrina. Now you may recognize the name Sabrina from Sabrina Spellman, who is in the TV series Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Next is the name Samantha. Samantha is from Samantha Stevens, who is in the TV series Bewitched. She's also part of a coven that include names such as Endora, who is her mother, Tabitha, who is her daughter, Clara, who is her aunt, Serena, who is the cousin, and Esmeralda, who is the maid. Next, these are from a TV series called Buffy the Vampire Slayer. There's Buffy Summers, who is a teenager who has supernatural powers to defeat vampires, demons, and other evil in the TV series. There's also Willow, which is short for Willow Rosenberg, who is the Wiccan best friend of Buffy, who studies and learns magic. There's also the name Xander. Xander is the name they gave to Alexander Lavelle Harris, who is another friend of Buffy's who assists her in saving the world. Then we have a spin-off of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which is Angel. Angel was about a vampire who moves to Los Angeles to help others and to redeem his soul. Next we have the female named Samara. Samara is the name for the vengeful ghost in the 2002 horror movie The Ring. Next is the name Reagan. Reagan is the name for the possessed head-turning child in The Exorcist. Rosemary. Rosemary is from Rosemary Woodhouse in Rosemary's Baby, who becomes pregnant with the devil's child. Then there's the name Wendy. Wendy is the name of the witch friend from Casper the Friendly Ghost. These next few names don't need any explanation because they're already popular as it is. They're the characters from Twilight. There's Bella, Jacob, Edward, Rosalie, Alice, Emmett, and Jasper. Next, these names also don't need any explanation because we know who they are. These names are from Harry Potter. There's Draco, Harry, Hermione, Ron, Bill, Ginny, and Charles. Charles actually has two associations. Aside from him being one of Ron's siblings in Harry Potter, the short version Chucky was also the name for the evil doll in the Chucky movies. Next is the name Clarice. Clarice is the FBI agent in Silence of the Lambs who tracks down the serial killer Hannibal Lecter. Next name we have is a boy's name. It's Damien. Damien is known for being the demon child in the movie The Omen. Next name is Freddy. Freddy is from Freddy Krueger, who was the villain from Nightmare on Elm Street. Next is the name Jason. Jason comes from Jason Voorhees, who is the villain from the movie Friday the 13th. Next we have the name Michael. Michael comes from Michael Myers, who is the villain in the movie Halloween. Second category we have are books and poets. First is the name Shelley. Shelley is the last name to Mary Shelley, who is the author of Frankenstein. Bram. Bram is the first name to Bram Stoker, who is the author of Dracula. Next name is Christine. Christine is a novel by Stephen King about an evil car that's possessed with supernatural powers. Next is Carrie. Carrie is a novel turned movie by Stephen King about a teenager who uses her psychic powers against her classmates. Next is another novel by Stephen King. Novel and movie, it's actually called Misery, and it features the name Annie. Annie's the name of the former nurse serial killer who tortures a romance novel writer. Last is the boy's name Dante. Dante is the name of a poet who wrote about hell. Third category is mythology. And the first girl's name that I have is Hecate. Hecate was the Greek goddess of witchcraft and magic. Next is the girl's name Circe. Circe was the goddess of magic and the daughter of Helios, who is the god of the sun, and she's also the doomed temptress of Odysseus. Next is the name Artemis. Artemis was the Greek goddess of the hunt. She was always seen bathing and hunting under the moonlight. And in Roman mythology, the name would be Diana. Next is the name Selene. You may remember this name from my favorite Origins video. She was a Greek goddess of the moon, and in Roman mythology, the name would be Luna. Cynthia. Cynthia refers to Cynthia, or Mount Canthos, which was said to be the birthplace of Artemis. Hades. Hades is a boy's name, and it's for the god of the underworld. Hades means god of the underworld. And Persephone. Persephone was the daughter of Demeter, who was kidnapped by Hades to be his queen of the underworld. Next is the name Lamia. Lamia is also from Greek mythology, and she was the cursed princess who was half human and half serpent that devoured mothers' babies. Michelle Pfeiffer played the star-eating witch named Lamia in the movie Stardust. Next is the boy's name Phoenix, which is also the name of the capital here in Arizona. In Egyptian and Greek lore, they see this bird who dies in the flames and rises from the ashes. It's a symbol of immortality and rebirth. Osiris. Osiris was the king of the underworld and symbol of eternal life in Egyptian mythology. Horus. He was the son of Osiris, who was the god of the sky. He was a falcon with the sun and the moon in his eyes. The alternative version, Horus, which is Horace, means man of time in Latin. Odin. Odin is from Norse mythology, and it means god of war, death, magic, poetry, and prophecy. The next boy's name is also from Norse mythology. This is Loki. Loki was known as the trickster god, and being the wizard of lies for his transformations and shape-shifting. Fourth category is biblical. And the first name that we have on the list is Lilith. Lilith is an Arabic word meaning of the night, and she was known for being the rebellious wife of Adam. Lucifer. Lucifer is the name given to the devil himself. Last category, number 5. These are the regular names that I couldn't find a category for, so I just kind of put them all together. There's the name Aylin. Aylin is a combination of Ayla and Lin, and it means halo of the moon in Turkish. Next is the girl's name Autumn. Of course, Halloween happens in autumn, and autumn is the most popular season name for girls, followed by the name Summer. Candy. Candy means bright and sweet in American. It's also a nickname for Candace. And last, there is the boy's name Griffin, which comes from the word griffon, which is the mythical creature that had the head and wings of an eagle and the body of a lion. So, those were some popular names from television, movies, books, poets, mythology, biblical, and other names that didn't go in a category that were associated or had to do with Halloween. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you again later. Bye.